what's up? I've never done the applause starting one of these Talking Tunes videos, but hey, we're back. Welcome to Vets Talkin. We're talking tunes. I want to give first a shout out. We did a live stream yesterday, and the one and only wood chipper man himself, JD Delay, popped in and checked this out. Hopefully, we're gonna have him on the show sometime. So if you haven't already, go check out that live stream. It was a badass, amazing time. JD Delay is an awesome dude. Very honored to have had him check us out and gave us a lot of shout outs on his live stream afterwards. So big shout out to that. Yeah, it's awesome also because in relation to that, we've been talking about all the woke craziness that's been going on in this world, everything that's going on in Portland, Chicago, and LA. This weekend we got the No Kings protest 2.0. Yeah, as if he would be allowed to even protest if we actually had a dictatorship king or fascist like they want to say. So yeah, we're gonna see what's going on with that. Everybody out there in big cities, please be safe because there's probably gonna be a lot of violence. JD Delay is actually live right now. I was checking him out, and he's been talking about seeing all the posters and everything going up. There's a lot of crazy stuff that's gonna happen this weekend. So please be careful with all that. Also, big shout out to our sponsorship, thealexjonesstore.com/vets. If you haven't already checked it out, it's very likely InfoWars is getting shut down pretty soon, and he's going to be completely supported by stuff like this. Go check out some ultramethylene blue, some of the other amazing products he has. I take the Shilajit also. If you have not, go look into that. And you may even also get a gift of an actual tinfoil hat kit by Alex Jones himself. Yes, I actually got this as a gift. I didn't order this, but they sent it in, and it even has instructions on the back on how to make your own tinfoil hat with an Alex Jones tinfoil hat kit. So yeah, check that out. And without further ado, let's check out Woke World. That's what I'm talking about, all the craziness going on. The wokeness out there is in full display. They are actual psychotics. They are violent. Antifa is real. They are labeled a domestic terrorist organization. We're finding out funding from overseas. So they're even looking like they're going to be labeled as a international terrorist organization, which is going to be very bad for them. So let's see what Tom McDonald has to say about all this in his new video, Woke World.
America is fallen, turned our men into women. Our billionaires get private islands where they're trafficking children. The flag is burning in the streets. We don't believe the politicians. We defunded the police and free speech has been restricted. And Canada has fallen, their dollar ain't worth a buck. If you misgender someone there, you're getting fined or locked up. Trudeau censored the internet, then they banned half the guns. The trucker convoy was the last breath of freedom in their lungs. And the UK has fallen, getting woker every day. It's illegal immigrants throwing acid into faces. Protests and riots, COVID record inflation. The people lost their freedom. Great Britain lost its greatness. America.
Ooh, I wasn't expecting to go on all those angles there. Yeah, everything we're seeing now, man, I mean, if you're not keeping up with the news, it's insane. We have an actual Muslim mayor in Great Britain right now who's doing nothing but encouraging terrorist individuals, foreigners to come take over their land. That they're actually contemplating Sharia law right now in London. And Sharia law, look, call me Islamophobe or, all that Istaphobe bullshit, but Sharia law is completely incompatible with Western ideals. Our Constitution and Sharia law are completely divergent from each other. There is no acceptance of Sharia law in the United States, in Canada, in London, none of it. But these people, this is one of the things also, look into the differences in the jihads. It is actually in their ideals to spread their Muslim nation to other nations. So they are actually actively trying to take over these places. That's why they're taking over London. That's why they're taking over Dearborn, Michigan, and Minnesota right now. It's actively happening, and it's obviously, and that's a big difference from what we're talking about with woke world. But it's the same thing also with the Antifa crowd. The Antifas, the far leftists, the socialists, the communists, they all want to actively take over our government. They want to take over our country, and they're actively pursuing that. And that's part of what's going to be happening this weekend as well. Also be aware as well, this lockdown that's happening with the government shutdown right now. I was in the military. I've known plenty of other people who've been talking about this. We've seen the shutdowns before, but it's very obvious what they're trying to do right now is they're trying to turn the military against Donald Trump and this government. All right, the Democrats are absolutely at fault on this. All right, people are trying to come at me all kinds of different things on X and everything else. The Republicans have agreed to the CR to continue the government, and the Democrats are actively pushing somewhere around $1.5 trillion. That's T with a trillion in stupid funding of their left-wing programs. I did a whole show on this talking about Grok Tech. Check out one of those shows that broke down all the angles of it. This is actively just a way to shut down the government, to hurt our people and hurt our military to turn against Trump. So anyway, sorry about the big spiel on that. Let's continue on with the video.
AIDS, COVID, record inflation. The people lost their freedom, Great Britain lost its greatness. America to Europe, across the globe, every country, every city, every neighborhood and home. It's infecting everything and everybody that we know, so just say it. Screw everything woke. Say it at the top of your lungs, don't let it go. Scream it out into the streets, I promise that you're not alone. Go ahead, say it with your chest way down deep in your soul, but just say it. Screw everything woke.
Rise up, I can see your fire. You and me, we can burn what they built to the ground. Burn everything woke. Rise up, can't let them divide us. You and me, we can burn this woke world down. Burn everything woke.
America.
I love that, man. It's a great message too. And look, I've had Carrie Smith on, who's a former leftist. She talks about it all the time, how leftism, I mean, woke is just another version of what they keep on changing the names. You know, it was progressivism, it used to be political correctness, and now it's woke. But it is a mind virus, and it is a cult. Carrie Smith talks about it. I've had Mike Harlow, who's also a former leftist. He's a gay conservative, but they've been in this world. As soon as you diverge just the slightest little bit away from what they believe in, which is the crazy lunacy of it all, they will just cut you loose. Mike and Carrie, they lost everything. They lost all their friends. Their entire world got turned upside down because they dared to ask questions and think, you know, maybe I should ask questions about these people on the right. You know, actually try to have communication, but they can't allow that because they are the true fascists. They do not want anything. They don't want us to say anything. That is true fascism, to silence your opposition. Also to accuse your opposition of that, what you are doing. That's why they call us the fascists when it's actually them. But yeah, let's burn the woke, man. Let's get this mind virus fixed. Let's do like Charlie does and pray to God that this world gets fixed, man. I hope things get better.
Is falling woke.
World down. Burn everything woke.
America is fallen woke, became a disease. They made trillions off of mandatory lethal vaccines. The anthem plays and half the country is still taking a knee. Blacks and whites fighting over whose life matters the least. And Canada has fallen, people can't afford to pay for food. The media's all liberal, it's nothing but the fake news. There's oil in the ground and pipelines they refuse to use. You're only heard if you're indigenous or LGBTQ. Australia has fallen, Ireland been up in flames. People rioting and dying, divided, fighting for change. And from Canada to Finland, Denmark, back to USA, it's a woke world. That's what we're standing up against. America to Europe.
Just like I was saying with you know, the way the Muslim, their jihad to continue and spread across the world, you see that same thing with the woke virus. And it's nothing but a program. You know, I mean, again, go with the conspiracy hat theory, you know, put your tinfoil hat on. But you can see the commonality. You can see everything. When something bad happens, this totalitarianism happens in a place like in England, it spreads. The same thing starts to happen over here. It starts up in Canada and it spreads down here to the United States. And it's obviously not just these three nations. All around the whole fucking world this is happening. It really is spreading. It's a virus that's happening all over the place, and it is on purpose. This is being done on purpose. Just like Antifa is actually organized and being operated by somebody, being funded, they're being operated, and they're getting their marching orders, and it's all by the same damn people who just want to tear the system down and build something back up that they can control. Again, tinfoil hat theory time, but Alex Jones is right. Hashtag Alex Jones is right, man.
Across, say it's a woke world. That's what we're standing up against. America to Europe, across the globe, every country, every city, every neighborhood and home. It's infecting everything and everybody that we know, so just say it. Screw everything woke. Say it at the top of your lungs, don't let it go. Scream it out into the streets, I promise that you're not alone. Go ahead, say it with your chest way down deep in your soul, but just say it. Screw everything woke.
Rise up, I can see your fire. You and me, we can burn what they built to the ground. Burn everything woke. Rise up, can't let them divide us. You and me, we can burn this woke world down. Burn everything woke.
The whole world's fallen to the globalist elite. They want one God, one leader, one currency. It's the cigarettes, the vaccines, the food that you eat.
Tom's awake, man. He just said it. He just said it again. Tinfoil hat time, but that's absolutely been the plan. Tom's even shouting it out. It's absolutely true. This has all been for the one world government. I mean, this is not even the type of thing I would ever think that I'd be publicly saying to God knows how many people. I don't know how many people who might watch this. I might get 20,000 views on this video. 20,000 people out there listening to this, and I can't believe I'm saying, but it's absolutely true. You can see the plan. They are pushing for one world currency, one world military, one world religion, and one world government. That's absolutely what's happening, man. Go to thealexjonesstore.com/vets and get yourself some methylene blue to help you wake up as well.
Want one God, one leader, one currency. It's the cigarettes, the vaccines, the food that you eat. Either way, the deep state wants you 6 feet deep. Fill your headphones with music, reinforcing their beliefs, and replace your own thoughts with the lies on TV. It's a woke world, and we won't survive if we're asleep. So wake up before you rest in peace.
Rise up, I can see your fire. You and me, we can burn what they built to the ground. Rise up, can't let them divide us. You and me, we can burn this world down. Burn everything one.
Hell yeah. 2 new albums coming November 7th. Oh, that's dope. Yeah, buddy. 3 days after that will be the Marine Corps' 250th birthday, too, also on November 10th. So check that out. Guys, that was dope. I absolutely love that. Let's get full screen here. I mean, it's a great message. And like I say, and I'm not going to reiterate it all, but this is, just pay attention, man. Just pay attention. I know it all sounds crazy, forget, the ideas of Illuminati and all that kind of stuff. But there is an actual push. There are actual people who are behind the scenes. We already know about like the George Soroses and stuff like that, but there are really big people out there. It's being exposed too. They had the Antifa roundtable event with President Trump. And they had one of the guys there who was actually actively doing investigations to track down the money, where Antifa was getting the money from. And we're finding people from overseas. So there are big money people who are not even in this country who are funding the destruction of this country by funding organizations like Antifa to tear things down. This is actively to destroy our country. So pay attention to all that, man. Just do a little research on your own. Don't take my word for it. Just check it out. Maybe even just go check out Alex Jones. So you can go to the Alex Jones Network on Rumble. InfoWars is likely not going to last very much longer, so show him some love over there. Just pay attention. Open up your mind a little bit. Don't be like the woke. Be awake. And with that, guys, thank you so very much for checking this video out. Big shout out to Tom McDonald. Love that dude. Hope to see him at the TPUSA halftime show. Screw the Bad Bunny, whatever the fuck that guy's stupid ass name is. So guys, thank you very much for checking this video out. If you haven't already, double tap that like and subscribe here at Vets Talkin. You can check me out at Vets Talkin. Drop the G and find me on all social medias. And you can share this out there with everybody, because you don't have to be a veteran to be here at Vets Talkin. Just don't get butthurt. You've been warned.
Open those arms! Oh, God!